This is a short lightning talk that I presented at the SyncHerts Meetup about the difference between tactical and strategic automated processes. Hello. I thought rather than slides, I'd make a t-shirt. So you can find me at EvilTester on Twitter or EvilTester.com. We thought that'd be easier. I am a test consultant. That means I come into organizations and I help them test better, I work with them on agile testing, I work with them, and a lot of them want to do automation, right? Test automation. And that means, because I know there's some people who aren't like professional IT people. In IT, we are lazy, right? So we like to automate stuff. And one thing that people very often say is, if I do this manually 3 times, then I will automate it, right? So we try and automate as much as we can. And also, we like doing that because we're building tools. And we like building tools because then we're building stuff that we want to build and not just what the customer wants, right? So we get more out of that. Now, what I've noticed is that when I'm working with people, very often they put a lot of effort into automating stuff. And it's important to do that. And very often it looks like it's strategic. We're automating for strategic reasons, but very often what we're doing is we're automating tactically and scaling it up. And what I would like to do now is make a distinction between automating tactically and automating strategically. Because I do both. And most of the time, we all do both. When we're saying things like, if I do this 3 times, then I will automate it. That's tactical. We're solving a problem. We're making something happen. Very often we don't have to ask permission when we do that because we know what the benefit is. We're going to solve this problem. We're going to do something. Very often what we'll do is we'll go and look for a tool to do that. We're automating tactically by finding a tool. We might look for different tools. We might have tools that allow us to extend them by scripting them. All of that is tactical. Strategic is where we start going, we're going to invest longer term. This is going to be part of our ongoing process. We're going to do continuous integration. So every time we check in code, we are going to run tests against it and we're going to build. We have a problem, however, that continuous integration is a strategy. But we use things like Jenkins as a tactic. So it looks like we're doing strategic automating work, but we're actually using tactical stuff by putting tools in place. And we know this because sometimes we throw the work away. Right? Very often when you're doing tactical work, you throw it away because you built something, it made its purpose, but over time it accumulated a lot of debt, and because it's not strategic, we're not spending the time building that up, so we throw it away. And it looks like that on a lot of projects because they haven't actually thought through the strategy of what they're doing. So it is possible to refactor, to move from tactical automation up into strategic automation, provided that's your actual strategy. So for those of you that are just starting out in IT, when you encounter these things in an environment, make a conscious effort to consider, are we doing this tactically, or is this part of an ongoing strategy and are we building it in? Because if it's an ongoing strategy, you will have time dedicated to it. You won't have to fight to do the work. You won't have to fight to fix the tests that are failing in your build process. You won't have to fight to get the build environment set up because it's part of your ongoing strategy and you'll be supported in that. That's one of the signs that perhaps what you're doing is throwing things in tactically rather than strategically. And for those of you that are doing this professionally, I want you to take a look at the work that you're doing in terms of your automation, in terms of automating it, and see whether it is actually strategic or whether what you've done is tactics that may not scale up in time. Have you got abstraction layers so that when your system changes, you don't have to change your automated code very much? That would be strategic. All right, thank you very much.